Hello, today I'm going to be teaching you how to run Windows Defrag and Windows XP, Home or Pro, Service Pack 1, 2, and 3, they're all the same. I would find it by going Start, All Programs, Accessories, System Tools, Disk Defragmenter. It's located right there. So if you want to make a little note, that's all you got to do. If you want to drag it to your desktop, just click and hold down your right click button, drag it off to the side, and then you can say copy here. That'll make a copy of it to your desktop. Now I always put it in a little folder called monthly upkeep. It just makes things a lot easier. Whenever you open it, this is what you'll see. You may see more than one disk. This may look totally different to you, but the idea is that your C drive, or the main volume that you run that has Windows in it, so if you open up my computer, open up the drive that you're suspecting does have your Windows, you'll see the folder there. You'll also see these folders as well. So you want to see those three folders. That's the drive that's most important to be defragged. Now, as you see, there's not much space in here. This is a virtual machine, so I limit the amount of space it actually eats up. The idea is that if you click Analyze, it's going to analyze the disk, and it's going to pop up with information. As you see here, it says you should defrag the drive. I never listen to it. I always look at the View Report. I go down this list, and I look for file fragmentation. If it's anywhere over 7%, you should defrag. So in this case, absolutely I should defrag. So all I have to do is just hit defragment. That's it. One thing that you want to be sure of is that you limit the amount of times that you defrag. It's actually best to hold out until you absolutely need to. It puts a lot of strain on your hard drive and could end up leaving your hard drive maybe 1 year less of its life. If you strain it while it's failing, i.e. if your drive is failing and you decide, hey, I want to run a defrag, you can cause it to fail right on that instant and lose everything that's on your hard drive. So again, this is only to improve performance on your system. Always reference it in a library fact. Let's say that you go into a library, okay, and you're about to rent a book, let's say Moby Dick, okay, and you go into the bookstore and you find, and you're looking for Moby Dick, but you find another book that you prefer to, that you see that you want to do, but you only have enough money for the one book. But you take it out and you read it for a little bit and you think, okay, well, I'll get this next week. So you are about to put it back in, but let's say the library has a rule that states that you're not allowed to put the book back, that you have to put it in a to be sorted bin so that people don't put the books back in the wrong spot. Now let's say that you take Moby Dick home, you read it for that week, and you come back in the next week to rent that other book. You look on the shelf, but it's not there. The librarian didn't do their job and all the books are still in the to be sorted bin. Well, imagine that there's hundreds of books in there. Imagine how long it will take you to find that book. Well, these red images that you're seeing on this disk defragment right now are like those to be sorted bins. They are going to take a lot longer to find those files that are located in those areas than something that was in the blue area that would be properly alphabeticalized on the shelf. So as you can see, this is not going to improve or fix any problems, okay? So if you're having problems, defrag is not going to help you. But it will improve performance if it's under 7%. Don't do it, all right? But it will improve performance. That's its only purpose. It can also free up some space, but it's not going to be substantial. If your free space, marked up here at the top right corner, if this is below, I believe it's 5 or 8%, it could crash on you. It could give you an error. Disk defrag needs free space in order to do a defrag. So if it doesn't work for you, free up some space, you'll find it'll work a lot faster. As well, you should not be running anything else down here in the corner, sorry. You shouldn't be running anything at all. Nothing should be open whenever you're doing a defrag. It can drastically slow it down and make it last. It could take days to defrag, and you don't want to do that. Most times it should only take between 10 and an hour, 10 minutes to an hour. Shouldn't take anywhere more or less than that. That's about the average time. So anyway, that's the end of the defrag. Once it finishes, you'll see something along the lines of fragmentation complete. If you just click on OK on that, you can close that and you'll be all done. You should see a little bit of performance increase. That's the end of my tutorial. Signing off.